Welcome back, everyone. After decades in the dark, some of Reno's iconic neon signs are glowing once again with the help of one tireless supporter.
That's right. John Potter reports on the teacher who's passing his love of neon to a younger generation.
After World War II, the kinetic energy of neon exploded across the U.S., but not for long, and Reno came late to the party.
Neon was big all over the United States until like the late 50s, early 60s when newer technology came around. But it was like Nevada didn't get that memo. It was the news was lost on Nevada, and we started building, giant signs. And
Flat out beautiful signs, individual works of art.
it helped us attract tourists, but it also really defined our image, and it was something that was welcoming and optimistic, and it was something that Reno just really embraced.
For decades, Will has been scouring the state, adopting these old works of art. He has about 100 now and has his favorites.
The Buffalo Bar in Sparks was one of the most iconic signs in my view, and it was just perfect. It was figurative sign.
A couple of the signs made their way here to the UNR Knowledge Center. This sign, you see the streamlined curves and the bright red and the bright white that would lure weary travelers to the old Longhorn Hotel in Reno.
Well, neon and argon are what they call inert gases, so there's no harm can come to me from those gases. I will say that if you're in a room and it did fill up with argon, you would suffocate, but there's no chance of that. So, oh, absolutely. It's been coming back for the last couple of years. People have a nostalgia with it, and they really like to put it in their homes, in their man caves, and then small business really enjoy having a neon sign outside to attract people to their business. So yeah, it's coming back. If it keeps coming like it is, I'm going to have to hire an apprentice. Right now, I'm just by myself. So yes, I look forward to the future of neon. It's really a great thing that it's coming back. Absolutely. I have a passion for showing people what I do, and I really like people to come down and try it and see if they can actually do it. I have lots of extra glass that I just give away, and I give them my time, and they can come down and try bending tube if they'd like to, for sure. And I offer that to multiple people every week. I don't get too many that come and take me up on it, but once in a while I get somebody that wants to come try it. So yeah, spread the word around the campus that if they would like to try bending tube, that I'd be willing to let them try and show them. Well, the most important thing is it's made me a really good living over the years. Yes, I've lived in several big cities, and there's lots of neon everywhere in every major city around the world, except for the third world countries. There are some, but every major city in first world countries, there's lots of neon. People really love it. They gravitate towards it. Neon makes a pleasurable environment. People like to be around it. So yeah, I think it'll always be around. Not in the way that it was. LEDs have replaced neon in a lot of areas, but as far as nostalgia and the look of neon, I think it'll be around forever. I really do. So all the big major cities in the United States, there's lots of neon already there. So the neon companies that make the neon products are still doing very well. Electrode makers and glass makers. So it's going to be around a long time.
To make neon the official element.
And so we figured that this is a way to include neon as one of our state symbols.
For his 5th and 6th grade students, it became a civics lesson, drafting a bill that will be submitted to the state legislature.
And so we're just learning how the legislative process is, and it's very fun.
Just because it's very iconic to Nevada. If you ever see a movie about Nevada, there's always neon signs.
We're also going to get some other prominent Nevadans to get their support too.
With that, maybe more can be saved to spread some colorful light in Reno again.
So I was involved with that with a gentleman by the name of Will Durham, who's doing that, and with his 5th grade classroom, I believe.
And right now, as you see right there, Governor Steve Sisolak is signing a bill that recognizes neon as the official state element. You see all those kiddos behind him? Well, those are students from Carson City's Montessori school. The teacher who led the push for the bill is their teacher, Will Durham. We caught up with him, there you see, back in January. Again, he's a teacher at Carson Montessori and the executive director of the Nevada Neon Project. He collects old neon signs and with the help of his students created Assembly Bill 182 to make neon the official state element. He says it's been a great opportunity to teach.
It's pretty cool there. And I've known Will for a couple years, and every time I talk to him, you can just see how passionate he is, not only about his sign project, but teaching his kids not only the love of what our past was, but also the legislative process too. He's designed a whole curriculum to try to get neon as the element of Nevada.
Yeah, and get them involved in the process too. It's really cool, and they're fun to look at.
They're fun to look at.
It's just so fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm